Buddy, welcome to the Danny Miner Daily Show. Again, 10:30, 11 o'clock seems like the time I do this show, but I promise you, the next 3 days will be earlier, probably about 6 or 7. Listen, this has been a very hard couple of weeks for me. If you follow me on social media, you probably know, okay? You probably know that this week has been rough for me. Now, there's a couple things I want to talk about today. First thing I want to talk about is the church in Minnesota. But the second thing I want to talk about is probably going to be a little emotional, okay? And I want to hear from you guys. I watched a TikTok that this guy, and we'll get into this at the end. I want to talk about the church first, but I want you to get prepared. I watched a TikTok where a guy talked about what was the worst day of your life. The worst day of your life. And it hit me, it got me emotional, but I actually have two of them. And then put in the comments what yours was, or do a video or do a live on what the worst day of your life was. Because I instantly know my worst day of my life. Instantly. And I'm going to tell you 2 days of my life that was the worst days of my life. And I'm going to try not to be emotional, okay? Because this has been an emotional 2 weeks for me. I don't want to talk about what I'm going through, but I'm going through something. Health wise, I'm fine. Okay. This is personal. Uh, but I'm going through something right now and I'm struggling. Okay. But a lot of stuff I brought on myself and I have to get through this. So if you follow me on social media, you know. But at the end, I want to talk about what was the worst day of your life? What was the worst day of your life? Okay, that's what I want to talk about at the end. But first, let's get into Don Lemon and the people that stormed the church. I don't see how this is not concerning to the entire America. They stormed a church of worship, okay, where we should all feel safe. They stormed it, guys. Scared children. Children were crying. Folks, I'm going to tell you right now, if I was in that church, yes, I'm an old man. Okay? I realize that. But I still have a little fight left in me. And I'm going to tell you this, I would not have been sitting there. That's all I'm going to say. And I think a lot of my friends wouldn't all have been just sitting there. Okay? Action would have been taken. I'm telling you right now, action would have been taken. Don Lemon would have been thrown out of that church. I said what I said. Now, to get to that note now, they're attacking us in churches now, folks. Attacking us in our place of worship. They're attacking Christians. Christians, Catholics, they are after us. They're after you. They're after me. If you believe in Jesus Christ, they're after you. I'm saying it straight out. Don Lemon then went on the news and doubled the fuck down. He said them people in that church were white supremacists. He called them people white supremacists. He doesn't know them fucking. Fuck you, Don Lemon. And I don't care if YouTube gives me a violation because I'm sick of YouTube. YouTube gives you a violation for saying the F word. I'm so sick of YouTube. I'm sick of TikTok. This is the only app I honestly even care about anymore. And I'm going to try to get big on there. I'm big on all the other apps except this one because I'm new here. But YouTube just gave me a violation for saying the F word. It's crazy. I shouldn't even have streamed to them last night. But that's another thing, okay? What Don Lemon did that day, today, going into that church with them people, he committed a crime, folks. He committed a crime. It's called the FACE Act, okay? You can't stop people from worshiping, and that's what he did. They were in the middle of their service. He went into the preacher's face with a microphone, telling them they should support the Somalis, yelling and screaming, and that guy with the beard and the hat, oh, man, I'm telling you, man, that's all I'm saying is, man, you never really see Danny mad, okay? Ask the cops I worked with. I'm going to tell you this. When they worked with me, they weren't afraid. Ask them. Ask any cop that worked with me. If you worked with me, you weren't afraid because I had your fucking back. And we never lost. I'm going to tell you that. That guy with the beard that was in that kid's face, that kid, he was a child. He was a 20-year-old child, and that guy was in his face. I'm going to predict right now that motherfucker's going to jail. I'm predicting that right now. I'm predicting there will be charges against him. there will be charges against him. I'm telling you, I guarantee he will be charged. Now, the FBI and the DOJ, they take a while before warrants come down. But I'm telling you, within a month, there will be a warrant for that guy's arrest. I will guarantee you that. Him and other people. You watch and see. Folks, when I saw that, this is it, folks. This, to me, this the straw that broke the camel's back. I don't know if we come back from this. They're going into our place of worship. If they don't get arrested for this, what are they going to do next? If they don't get arrested for this, what are they going to do next? And I want to tell you this, Rumble. Major liberal creators are going after me. Now, I know I'm not big on here, but I'm big everywhere else. Okay? And the micro influencers used to go after me. I got guys, liberal guys with 10 million followers now going after me. So now I know they're scared of me. They're scared of this because I have the fucking knowledge and I'm not afraid to speak my mind. So I got big liberal content creators coming after me. Okay? And you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I fucking love it. The one guy, he was a cyclist. He was a professional cyclist. You know them goofy outfits they wear with the goofy hats and disrupt traffic on the highway? That's what this guy did. You know what I told him? At first, I tried to be nice. But you know what? You're Pee Wee Herman, and I had a real job. I was a fucking cop. You rode a bicycle. You were Pee Wee fucking Herman. I don't acknowledge you anymore. Don't DM me. Don't say anything to me because I'm way more of a man than you with that fucking hat on and that goofy outfit that you wear and ride a bike for a living. Professional cyclist he is. Okay? No way are you compared to me. I had a real man's job. I didn't ride a kid's bicycle for a fucking living. Okay? Pee Wee Herman. Okay? That's what I picture you. Pee Wee Herman. Okay? I'm going to tell you right now, I don't give a shit about these liberals. I will say anything to them. And I'm telling you right now, white people, stick the fuck up for yourself. It's embarrassing. These people hate you. They're telling you right. Don Lemon told you straight to your face he hates you. He went into a church. He didn't know any of these people and called them white supremacists. He didn't know any of these people in church and he called them white supremacists because they were Christians and they believe in Jesus Christ. These people don't want Christians. They're telling you this. I don't know what you understand. And we have crazy liberal white women out there saying, I'm so sorry for you. You need a mental health institution. You're fucking nuts. You liberal white women are crazy. You are nuts. They're telling you they hate your guts. Oh, God, I'm so embarrassed to be white. Oh, my God, shut up. And white people, don't watch your tongue. They don't watch theirs. Don't watch yours. Okay? I don't know why we're sitting there saying, afraid to say something. They're telling you they hate you because you're white. And you're afraid to fight back? You're afraid to say anything? Fight back. Open your fucking mouths. Please. White people, it's embarrassing. Am I going to be the only one to stick up for this race? What is wrong with you? Especially white women, stick up for your race. This Don Lemon told you straight out. He don't like you. He hates all white people. He went into a church, disrupted a church service, and called them all white supremacists. He committed a felony. And I pray to God that the Department of Justice arrest him. I promise you, if he's in Washington, D.C. in handcuffs, I will be there filming it. I will fly that day to get him on the perp walk. I will have him on camera. And that guy with the beard, whoo, when I see that guy, whoo, it drives me nuts seeing him in that kid's face. He's lucky I wasn't in that church. He's lucky a lot of my Gen X friends weren't in that church. Okay? He's lucky. He went into a Christian church where they want peace. I'm a Christian, but I sin. I have the Bible right here. And I tell Jesus every day, I don't think you want me because I can't be what you want me to be. I'm going to curse. I'm going to tell people off, and I will fight if I have to. I will defend my family. I will defend my fucking house. So there's times I think I can't be Jesus' best friend. And I tell him, I'm sorry, but I can't be what you want me to be. I have to fight the way I fight. I believe in you, Jesus Christ, but I have to fight the way I fight. It's time. They're after us, guys. They hate all Christians. They don't want Christians. They don't want Jesus Christ. They make fun out of your book. Okay? They make fun out of it. And you're sitting there, I can't say anything. I can't. Be like Peter. Peter was the first pope. Peter was like me. Okay? He was aggressive. And he was your first pope. Jesus didn't say be weak. Okay? He didn't say be weak. Okay? He didn't say that at all. Christians, they're after you. They are after you. And I'm going to be telling you right now, I'm going to be disappointed if no one's charged. They committed crimes. Going into a church is a committing of a crime disrupting that service. Read the face law. Just read it. And if no one gets arrested, they're going to do it again. So let's see how big balls Trump's administration has now. Let's see how big balls you have to arrest Don Lemon. Let's see. I'm hoping they're big because I want to see an arrest. But we're going to have to wait and see how big their balls are. We're going to have to wait and see. You know, folks, it's a lonely world being a conservative. But there's no way I'm going to change. My family hates me, okay? Most of them don't talk to me. I lost numerous friends about this. But I don't care because I'm right. They don't see what I see. Maybe God gave me a different sense, but I know these people as agendas. They hate Christians. They want Christians out of this country. They don't want this to be a Christian country, okay? And now the Muslims are coming in. And I'm telling you right now, you don't want that Muslim religion. Could you imagine these liberal women fighting for Muslims? To have the Muslim religion here. Could you imagine? They'll be fucking covering their head. They'll be getting stoned. Like, what the hell is wrong with you guys? Now, listen, I don't care about YouTube. You know what? And this is my last night streaming to YouTube. I'm done with YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, just follow me on Rumble and Twitch and everything else because I'm done streaming it there. They pissed me off today. They pissed me off more than TikTok today. But I'm going to tell you this, folks. We are at a tipping point. You know it. I know it. And when I say fight back, I don't mean physically. I mean with this. Quit holding your tongue. Fight fucking back, white people. Okay? I can't say that. You grew up that you can't say nothing bad about black people or you're a racist. That's what happened to you. You're scarred. You have post-traumatic stress disorder that you can't say nothing back to black people because you were taught your whole life, don't say that, don't say that, don't say that. Oh, you offend black people. Don't say that, don't say that. But black people are offending you. Okay? So now what? Now black people are offending you. Don Lemon called you a white supremacist. He went into a white Christian church, okay, and called everybody in there a white supremacist. And I can't say nothing back to Don Lemon because I have post-traumatic stress disorder because everybody told me, don't say that around black people. I have to be with kids' gloves. We got to put the kids' gloves on. Black people are here. Okay? Enough! Enough! We're done with this. We're done with this. If you ain't done with this, I don't know what's wrong with you. I'm done with this. I'm not going to be getting thrown dirt in my face and not throw dirt back. I'm not. That's not who I am. That's not how I was raised. Okay? That's not how I was raised. So that's not going to happen. I'm going to tell you right now. Now, I'm not going to say go out there and yell at black people. Most black people don't do anything. They want is what we want. They just want to live in peace. We have Republican black people who just want to live in peace. But it's the Don Lemons that are separating everybody. And they're saying race because they know you were taught since birth that you can't say nothing to black people. You, me, we were all taught that. Don't say nothing to black people. Oh my God, there's black people here. Watch what you say. Black people are here. We have post-traumatic stress from black people. But they can say anything they want about me. They call me a racist every day online. I'm a racist, I'm this, I'm homophobic, I'm this, I'm that. But I can't say nothing back because I have post-traumatic stress disorder because my grandmother, my mother, my father told me we can't say anything to black people. Am I right? Am I lying? No, I'm not lying. And I get hated because I don't lie. Okay, I can come here and say black people love us, white people love black people, we're all this one big happy family, but it's not true. It's not true. And I'm going to be honest with you, because that's who I am. I tell you what I see. I don't sit here and make up lies. I tell you what I see. Okay? I don't see it that much with males. I play poker. I get along with everybody. I don't see racism with black males and white males. Never. I see it with the women. I'm sorry, I'm calling it out. I see it with the women. Okay? That's what I see. I'm an honest guy. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have any problems with any black people. But I do see racism in with the women. I do. I don't see it with the men as much. I really don't. But white people, it's time to stop holding your tongue. Like, what is going on? Why would you hold your tongue when somebody don't like you? Okay? They tell you straight out, Don Lemon can't stand white people. He hates our guts. He hates us. For him to go into a church, disrupt the church, then the DOJ tell him, yo, you can't do this. The Department of, they told him, DOJ told him, Department of Justice, don't do this. He doubles down by going on the news and saying they're white supremacists. Called them white supremacists, guys. That's what he called these people. He didn't know. They were just at a church service. I guess I'm wrong, okay? Because all I see is a bunch of pussies that aren't fighting back. It's time to open your mouth, guys. It's time to open your mouth, okay? I don't know why you're sitting closing your mouth, okay? You're being run over. You're being run over. I said what I said. I tried not to keep that first part long because I wanted to talk about the second part more. So, guys, listen. If you're just tuning in the beginning, I watched a TikTok video. And I told everybody I had a bad week this week. I had a real bad week this week. In fact, two weeks in a row. So I'm going through it. So when I talk about this, I'm going to try not to get emotional. But if I get emotional, I apologize in advance. I watched a TikTok video where the guy said, what was the worst day of your life? Like the day that crushed you. Like you didn't think you were going to survive it. Like the day that brought you to your fucking knees. I've had two of them. I had two of them in my life, and I instantly thought of them when this video came on. I was about 22, 23-year-old kid. I got my girlfriend pregnant. We were married within 3 months because we didn't want her to have any showing of her baby when we were getting married. So my girlfriend tells me she's pregnant. I'm a 20-some-year-old young kid, early 20s. I think I was 22. Okay, that's what I think. I can't remember right offhand. I think I was 22. She tells me she's pregnant. Okay, within 3 months, I'm married. I'm married within 3 months. And we start buying everything for this kid. Our families are all happy now. They're buying stuff for the kids. We're buying cribs, bassinets. We're all excited. I think every day, I can't wait till my kid gets here. I was so excited. Is it going to be a boy? Is it going to be a girl? My whole life for the next 9 months was all thinking about how much I'm going to love this child and how this child's going to change my life. 9 months passes, guys. My wife at the time, she was late delivering. So she was past like 3-4 days past her due date. And they said, listen, we're going to let you go one more day. If not, we're going to induce labor. So that morning I worked night shift. So I was midnight to like 8 in the morning, midnight to 9 in the morning. Okay. So I get home and I used to sleep as soon as I got in the door. My wife at the time, she was going with her best friend, and they were just going to go check the heartbeat and everything on the baby, and then they were going to induce labor probably the next day. So they were just going for a doctor's office appointment. I'm going to try not to get emotional here. I was laying in bed, sleeping, and I could hear screams coming from downstairs. blood curdling screams. I'll never forget it the rest of my life. And the bedroom door busted open. It was my ex-wife, who was my wife at the time, and my mother. And they told me the baby died. My world sunk. It sunk. I didn't know what to do. And the saddest part, and I feel for my ex-wife so much for this, she had to deliver that baby dead. And I was in there with her when she did. I had to watch my baby be born dead. And they showed me what happened. And I often think if they induced labor before, maybe this wouldn't have happened. The umbilical cord wrapped around the baby's leg. I mean, I seen it. And it didn't get any food. And that's why the baby died. I had to go through a burial at 22 years old. I was already a cop. I started being a cop when I was 20 years old. I was 22. I was 20 years old when I was a cop. That's when I started being a cop. I was a young cop. I got very lucky, got hired early. And the community that I was a cop in, they all sent me gifts. That was the hardest day of my life. I'm a 22-year-old kid and I'm sitting in front of a funeral director. It made me grow up real quick. And that changed my life forever. And I don't think my ex-wife was ever the same after that. And I don't want to get into her business, but I don't think she ever was. And we divorced 17 years into marriage, you know. And I don't want to get emotional today, but sometimes you see me and I'm this hard-nosed bastard, right? And I want you to see I have this side of me too. And there is bad days of your life. And I'm 57 years old. That was so long ago. I want to show you something here. I was given a gift. Her picture on a Christmas thing. And I keep it over here. Her name was Mary. And when I go back home, I visit the grave. But that was the worst day of my life. And I hope I never have one like that again. I was crushed. And I promised you I would tell you one more. And this was the second worst day of my life. Was the day I had to tell my young daughters, 8 and 11, I think they were, somewhere around there, that me and their mother were getting divorced. I don't even know how I got through that day. That was 100% the second worst day of my life. Seeing them two little girls and me crushing their fucking world. I know they're scarred from that. I know they are. I looked in their eyes. They cried, and my mom came over with me so she can console them. And then I lived in hell for years. Broke. So that's my life, guys. I told you I'd probably get emotional doing this. We got to go. This life is difficult. It's difficult because we know, everyone we know, everyone we love, everyone, pets, anything that we love is going to leave us. So any person that's in your life right now, you can look at them, they're going to leave you one way or another. And I always say this, there's more good times in this life than there is bad times. It's not even close. It's not even close. But this life is difficult. And you definitely need a friend to get through it. So, what was your bad day? That was the 2 worst days of my life, and I pray to God I never have another one. I pray to Jesus Christ I never have another one. I love you guys. I'm sorry I got emotional today, but that video hit me so hard that I said, I don't care. I'm going to talk about this tonight. I love you guys all. I'll see you tomorrow.